happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one, as we have yet another one of those rogue Democratic officials biting off more than they can chew. In this update, we've got the governor of Maine, Janet Mills, now picking a fight that may have just ended her career, guys. I'm excited to get into it. So now straight into it, just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we get into it, you guys hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Ballots, and you'll be cutting it down by millions and millions of dollars. So America will take off like a rocket ship. You're going to see things that's so great for the governors, and Democrat governors are going to have, you're going to get the benefit of this. You're going to be opening up plants, and you're going to be, I hope we have enough people. We're going to and we want people to come into our country, by the way, I do, but they have to come in legally. So we need people in the country, but they have to come in legally. 2 weeks ago, I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue, because you'll never win another race. And it's just crazy. If you look at what happened with the boxing, if you look at what happened with the weightlifting numbers, where a record that hadn't been broken for 19 years got shattered. But, they put up an eighth of an ounce here, an eighth of an ounce there, and it's 218 pounds or whatever, a lot. And hadn't been broken in 19 years. And then a guy walks up who transitioned. He transitioned, and he knocked out that record by about 100 pounds. That will be a record not going to be broken again in a long. So we put a ban on it, and to protect women. I mean, the women, if you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category, and if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even it was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die, and it's crazy. But the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Well, down here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it, because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply, because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Oh my goodness. Don't threaten this guy, Donald Trump, with a good time. I mean, come on now, with the amount of legal lawfare that's been thrown at him. A court case, or threatening him with a court case, is like threatening a seal with fish. That's a good time for him. He's going to have a great time. I definitely went over this corrupt, rogue Democrat official, the governor of Maine, who has lost her stuff. Her ego is apparently bigger than her budget. I believe that's like $200 million that she's turning down by not abiding by federal and state legislation. I mean, come on, you guys. This is a no-brainer. You really want to go against something that is so common sense just because it's Donald Trump? When will they give that a break?
And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state has a responsibility to comply with Title IX. They have an obligation, a legal obligation, and we'll be enforcing aggressively, and we're going to be protecting our citizens. We're going to protect. So just to end, this administration has been fighting for parents' rights and universal school choice. We want to do something that I think many people in this room want, and even if you don't, I think you do want it, but you might not be able to say it. We want to move the schools back to the states, so that Iowa and South Carolina and Georgia and all these states can run your own school system. And you'll do a fantastic job, Kim. You're going to do great. I mean, I use your example because you're so much into the education, done a great job with school choice, and you'll do your school choice. That'll be the easy thing. But we want to get it back, take it away. So just some stats. So at last, it's usually we're 38, 39, or 40 out of 40. They take the 40, I guess, biggest, most important, whatever it might be, but 40 countries. And we were 38, 39, and congratulations, but 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we hit number 40. So we were last in terms of education in the world. And we were first in another category, though. We were first in cost per pupil. So we spend much more. And by the way, second wasn't even close. So you have Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, China. So there goes the big country theory, right? They have 1.4. They're rated number 5. That's a little bit scary, isn't it? But they're all rated well, spend much less per pupil than we do. We spend the most per pupil and we're rated less. Think of that. Can anything be worse than that, Sarah, huh? So what happens is we are going to make a very strong push on closing up the Department of Education. We'll have one person sitting there just to make sure that they're teaching English, reading, writing, and arithmetic, okay? Just, that's all. The rest of it is up to the governors. We have great governors, really smart people. Brian, I think you'd love to have it in Georgia because you could do a great job. And you're being told, Ron would love, Ron sitting there saying, oh, give me the education. You're being told by people in Washington that don't know much about your state and maybe don't like your state, maybe don't like you, maybe don't like your pupils, about what they should be doing. And I'll tell you what, we will compete. Many of our states, I figure 35 of them, we're going to have 35 great ones. We're going to have 5 that are okay. Then we'll have another 5 that are blah. And then we're going to have 4 or 5 not so good. But in a place like New York, we could take it as an example, Westchester County. You go Westchester, Suffolk. You go out on Long Island. You do upstate New York. You know, you break it up into quadrants, Manhattan. But I think you could do a great job. I think the states will do a fantastic job. And we send the money directly to the states. And we're not looking even for the cuts, but you'll spend a lot less money. You're going to spend a lot less money. You know, as somebody that spent a lot of time in Washington over the last number of years, it seems like every building is a Department of Education. But I'm saying, what do these people do? What do they do? But if we could send education back, and Linda, as you know, is going through the process right now, and I think she's doing really well. She's great.
Yo, there we have it, guys. The Dems once again picking the wrong hill to die on me. This is a common sense, a no-burner, but somehow the governor of Maine is going to find a way, that Janet Mills, find a way to go against or oppose what Donald Trump has put in place. I mean, banning men and women's sports. It just makes the most sense. It's not fair. It won't ever be fair. And guys, this is one that just breaks my heart. Just the thought of any of my loved ones having to go up against such unfair competition. Glad Donald Trump is one to stand up, and speak out against what's clearly wrong. I mean, this will never equate a biological male versus a female. It's not right. We've seen that on that Olympic stage. I'm glad Donald Trump illustrated that so well for us, put a reason behind why he is signing these executive orders. But guys, like usual, I'll definitely continue to follow this as more updates break. We all know this is just the tip of the iceberg with that Trump deranged Janet Mills, the governor of Maine. She's not going to give up or comply with Donald Trump, his executive orders, and there will be consequences that follow, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one.